Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I hope you are doing well. I'm very glad you are here. I am, I've really been in the mood to draw. Hello! Happy Wednesday! But yeah, I've really been in the mood to draw. I've been drawing a lot more lately and making an effort. And so I thought I would do a little bonus art stream because I'd be drawing anyway tonight. And I thought I would stream it and hang out. I hope everybody is having a good week so far. Oh man. Okay. We're gonna start off with a little figure drawing. Hello, hello. I am unfortunately still Pinterest dependent. Because if you are not aware, Pinterest used to be the spot. Lots of cool pictures, lots of good vibes. And for a minute there, you could like cater your feed based on like body type. So like, you know, for example, directly to combat like Instagram and other social media algorithms that constantly push like thin folks and weight loss drugs and stuff in their advertising, Pinterest was like, hey, let's set up a thing where you can filter, because people use it for fashion and stuff. So they would allow you to like set filters for like, oh, I just want to see plus size folks. Yeah, back in the days of yore, it was awesome. And I have a lot of old boards saved from that time. So like I still have good resources here. But unfortunately, most of the site has just kind of been overrun by AI slop, which sucks. But like I said, I still have my old boards and stuff, so we're still kind of stuck here for a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to do some drawing and have some fun and chat and hang. What color? Let's sketch in orange. Why not? We used to use Pinterest exploring art direction for game pre-production a lot. Yeah, like it used to have really good just vibes and mood boards. Yes, exactly. It's disappointing. Cuz like the mood's still there. Oops, sorry. The mood is still there, but it's just it's weird. You know, it's artificial. But anyway, I'm stalling. I'm gonna try and do these quick, but I'm quite out of practice doing quick gesture drawings and stuff. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay. But yeah, I've been thinking about, or like, I've been looking at a lot of cute character art of different people and their VTuber models and stuff, and I was like, man, I want to make more cute art. I want to make nice character art. So here I am. Hi, Rich. Thanks for coming. Enjoy your lurking. I'll be here yapping. It's something I need to practice at, honestly. I have a hard time sometimes drawing and talking at the same time. But I've literally been like gathering my thoughts such that I could be like, oh, I could talk about that on stream. Oh, I should tell that story on stream. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of water. Draw brain and yap brain connection failed. Read brain too. Read brain couldn't connect there for a second either. Read, yap, and draw? Almost too much. Almost short circuit. Out of order. Okay, let's do another. Oh, here's a sitting one. Yeah, read, yap, draw makes my brain blue screen. And yeah, listen, art is a skill, not a talent, which means if you practice and you want to, you can get good. It's not locked away. It's something that anybody can do if they want to. What kinds of things do I usually draw? Definitely people and animals, I think, mostly. I have done... I was gonna say, oh, I've done some landscapes, but, like, I could probably count on one paw all the serious landscapes I've done, you know? But yeah, it's mostly people and animals. I used to do pet portraits back in the day. During the pandemic times, especially. And that was fun. Drawing people's puppies and stuff all the time. I haven't done that kind of thing in a long time, though. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, I especially wanted to draw some plus-size cuties today. Because We get enough hate out here. And it's nice to celebrate bigger bodies. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay. Maybe one more, if I can find a cool pose. I'm struggling to find a cool pose. It can be hard to find good, like, plus-size figure drawing references nowadays. Maybe I've been out of the game too long. But sites I used to know and stuff are not as active anymore. And like I said, Pinterest is a bunch of AI slop and stuff now, unfortunately. Well, that's okay. I mean, it's not, but I'm sure there's other resources out there that, again, I'm just not aware of because I've been out of the game for a while. We shall prevail. We, yes. What have I been up to lately? I've been a little under the weather, so I've been resting a lot and trying to spiffy up my cozy cottage. But that reminds me, I had okay, so yesterday I needed to take apart my vacuum and clean out the brush because, as you can imagine, between me and the dog, the hair is a lot. It's overwhelming at times. Difficult for this poor machine to keep up with. And naturally, there was a bunch of hair caught in like the spinny brush part. So like this is the spinny brush part, right? And then in these, yeah, it is the worst. In these little side parts here was just like hair, like goosh and oof, a bunch of hair, right? And so zooming in, enhance, you can like unscrew this part and it pops out so that you can get all the hair and stuff out of this little cavity, and then it'll spin again and it'll vacuum good. Except so I did this to one side, no problem, and put it over the garbage so that the hair could just fall into the garbage and not all over the floor again. But then, I did the other side. And when I popped it out, the cap, like the tiny little metal cap part, fell into the garbage can. And I was like, oh, oops. Oh, well, let me grab it. And so I go to grab it. And as I do, it just falls to like the bottom. Like it was as if it was running away from me. And so I did, you know, what any sensible bear would do. And I put on some gloves and I got another garbage bag and I started removing the garbage. I started removing the garbage from one bag to the other to try to find hello. But yeah, to try to find this tiny minuscule little metal cap. And I did this for far too long. Probably like 20 minutes I spent doing this because I had cooked this week. I made eggplant parm, which turned out mid, but that's a different story. But anyway, I peeled the eggplants, and so there was a bunch of eggplant peelings and stuff in the garbage, and it made it so hard, to find this little piece. And so, not the eggplant vacuum, for real. And so I got all the way down to the bottom of my garbage, and I still couldn't find this stupid little piece. And I was so upset. And also, like, not quite as it feels in my mind, but like I was covered in garbage. Eggplant peelings and eggs and stuff. Cause, oh god, and then tomato. Anyway, and so at this point, I did what any sensible bear would do. And I went online and I ordered a new brush for my vacuum. And then I made myself some pasta to make myself feel better. But I spent 20 minutes of my life. Modern problems, modern solutions. Exactly. Yeah, I spent 20 minutes of my little life digging through my garbage. All because me and my dog leave my home inhospitable if I don't have the means to clean up all our hair. It was ridiculous. It's a hairy situation. No, I'm not a raccoon. I was gonna say, bears also enjoy digging through garbage, but not this bear. Not this bear. I don't ever want to do that again if I can help it. Oh, a Tanuki costume would be cute for Halloween. I would love to do something like that. Is it already time to start thinking about Halloween costumes and what you want to be? Halloween planning starts no later than August. This person I'm drawing is wearing a denim jacket and has just like a very cool vibe. Aurora Tanuki de. I could manage that, I think. All right, let me finish this quickly and then we'll do that. Okay. Thirded. Okay. Yeah, okay. So Dongato here requested that I play RimWorld yesterday, which I did. And it was just a little bit of a dumpster fire. I was still learning all the controls and like how to function, you know, kind of in general in RimWorld. If you're not familiar with the game, it's a simulation game where you crash land on a planet that is inhabited by other human-like things, I guess, and have to make a colony and survive and grow. There's a bunch of expansions for it, and it's very detailed and very complex. And seems like it would be a lot of fun if you knew what you were doing. But I most certainly did not know what I was doing. And so I had kind of a rough time. And what happens is people, or like not necessarily even people, but like wildlife or aliens or whatever, like random things will come and attack you. And so I was prepared for that, sort of, playing the tutorial. However, in the tutorial, like, some random other alien faction comes to your camp and tries to stab you and steal your resources, whatever. And then in my actual game, my first threat upon my colony, which really just cascaded me into inescapable doom and constantly tripping over my feet, was a single rabid guinea pig. A guinea pig. So you start with 3 colonists, and hi Rima. welcome. But yeah, so you start with 3 colonists, and one of my 3 colonists had a trait where he was incapable of violence. And so he was the one that ended up being attacked by this guinea pig, and it straight up almost killed him. And so he was out for, like, I don't know, let's say an in-game week, right? It was unbearable, thank you. But yeah, he was down for like an in-game week, right? And then he was not even fully recovered by the time the next like random event occurred. And so it was like him, his wife, and his daughter as my 3 colonists. And then the wife and the daughter had to take out like an actual humanoid threat, and he was still like down and out. And then of course they got severely injured, and then I couldn't keep up with like, oh, we need to build a medical zone. Thanks, Rima. I was doing some figure studies. I was doing, you know, picture studies and stuff to warm up. What was I saying? My brain stopped. But yeah, so the other two, the mom and the daughter, got injured. A rat of unusual size, for sure. They got injured, and then I couldn't keep up with like, oh, the colony needs to build more buildings, and we need to generate power, and we need to farm crops. Oh no, we're starving. It's the winter. We don't have any warm clothes. It was just kind of a disaster. Oh, it was funny though. Oh man. Okay. So if I want to be a tanuki for Halloween, I'm gonna skip the testicles. I'm gonna skip that, but I will do their cute little neckerchief thing, and maybe the hat. Coward. Listen, maybe I am a coward, okay? Man. Oh yeah. So I had taken that second threat a prisoner to try to like recruit them into your colony so that I could have more people to help me build things and farm things and stuff. So she revolted and tried to break out of my prison because she was starving to death because I had no food. And so she chased around the same original guy who was incapable of violence, who fled into the woods and then just laid down and looked at the sky. It was a mess. That's what I should have called my camp, is Weenie Hut General. They ask you to name your camp, and I forget. I think I named it like Cozy Colony, you know, something goofy. She was a victim of the for-profit prison system. Listen, in RimWorld, you can go to some dangerous bad places. Yes, you can sell them. You can sell your prisoners as slaves. You can harvest their organs and sell them to other like scavengers and things. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I didn't want to do that. But I didn't know what to do with her because she didn't want to join my camp. But I didn't want to murder her or sell her into slavery or harvest her organs. Yeah, I did almost get taken out by a guinea pig, so I can't say that I blame her. Kind of a mess. Slavery is bad. Obviously, I don't think that needs to be stated. Oh, Don't Starve Together? I've never heard of that one. Yeah. Glad we have that out in the open too. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm very distracted. Really hard, but you have to survive every day through the seasons. Oh, Tim Burton 2D Minecraft kind of survival game. That sounds neat, but also hard. I hope you don't have to take people prisoner or sell them into slavery. Okay, let's see. Tanuki hat. Yeah, or forcibly add them to the organ donor list. Thank you for your dedicated contribution to the colony. Should my ears poke out from under the hat? Yes, I think they should. That would be cute. Hmm. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah. So my eggplant parm, it was fine. It turned out mid. For those that don't know me super well, I don't like cooking. I like eating yummy food. I don't like cooking it. And so, you know, I gotta be a grown up. I gotta try. I gotta do my best. And so I'm trying to learn how to cook a little more confidently. Yeah, mid eggplant parm is better than none at all. It's true. And that was definitely the case for the first like 2 days, because you know it's hard to not make a lot. However, one small problem. I have many small problems with cooking. One is anxiety. 2 is I don't have a very good sense of smell. Hey, you know, I appreciate that. I think I should get some credit for being able to cook at all. But yeah, so I lack a consistent sense of smell. Too much dumpster diving. Hey. That was only the one time. Yes, I'm an excellent sushi connoisseur. Love sushi. Don't have to cook it at all. Just give me the raw fish. Easy, done. Yeah, I love sushi too. It's one of my favorites. Hey, excuse me. I am not a raccoon, and I think bears would be far more likely to enjoy delicious salmon as sushi than raccoons. Look, there's nothing wrong with raccoons. They're fine. They're great guys. Some of my favorite guys, some raccoons. I'm not one though. But anyhow, yeah, I lack a proper sense of smell. And as such, it is hard for me to tell sometimes when food is done or when food is overdone. So I kind of burned my parm. Just a little. Wasn't too bad. But yeah. Was a little bitter. And then especially like by day 2, after it kind of been sitting in the fridge and, you know, sitting in its juices and stuff for a day. Yeah. Sorry, I zoned out. Draw brain, talk brain, short circuit. Yeah. Yeah, my vision's the only thing I got when it comes to cooking. But it's hard to see in the oven sometimes. That was my problem, really. And then followed by my other problem, I'm scared of heat elements in the kitchen. So like stovetop, oven, hot pots and pans. What art program do I use? I use Clip Studio Paint. I used to be a Photoshop girly. And then didn't want to pay for Adobe prices anymore. I'm not related to Smokey the Bear, but he is an idol of mine. Would love to meet the guy. 'Cause yeah. I'm not trying to start a forest fire out here. That would be devastating. You know what? Tanukis are kind of like mischievous, right? I should. Hey, put those fires out. Only you can prevent forest fires. Hello! Thank you! Thanks for coming! I'm drawing a hypothetical Halloween costume. As a tanuki. How do I like it over Photoshop? It was a pretty easy transition. And I'm like trying to give this earnest thought. How would I compare the two? I like it. I haven't had anything come up where I've been like, oh man, I wish I had Photoshop again. Because this can do pretty much everything I ever used it for. Oh, and I actually quite like their, I guess you call it like a marketplace. I like the Clip Studio like marketplace of like assets and brushes and stuff. And I've never quite had the time to dive into all this, but they have a lot of internal resources in the software already for like comics and webtoons, and like you can import 3D models and pose them and stuff to use them as references. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I've never done that. I haven't been working in it for too long. I'd say maybe like, ooh, I don't know. Not quite a year. Because I made this model in Clip Studio. Yes, I endorse the change. Plus, they always have sales for Clip Studio. And then you get like perpetual discounts forever. If you buy it once and then they upgrade and they want you to upgrade, then it's like, okay, we'll give you a 70% discount. I might be exaggerating, but but you get what I mean. And then excuse me, I'm getting excited. You don't have to do the subscription. You can do a perpetual license, which is pretty cool. And then again, I haven't done this myself or researched too far into it because I just don't have the time that I wish I did for art stuff. But you can use it on both your computer and your iPad if you have like a good enough iPad. Yeah, it is nice to own the things you buy. Especially when it comes to software that maybe your livelihood is dependent on, you know? How'd I like to do art? Oh my god. Hey, if you, I don't know what you do for work. You don't have to share that with me if you don't want to. But if you work for like a company or an institution or something, they might be able to sponsor your license of the software, and then you don't have to pay for it. Unless you're freelance. If you're freelance, then, you know. But again, depending on what you use it for. No, boo! They didn't want to. That's rude. But I was gonna say Clip Studio runs PSDs. So yeah, super boo. How dare they not sponsor your license? Crazy that they make you pay for it yourself if they demand that you use it. Yeah. I've quite enjoyed it. Stepping back to how I knew I liked art, I just always did. Like many little kids do. Everybody, like, you know, before you can write and read, you communicate through visual pictures and storytelling and stuff. So everybody draws when you're a kid, and I just never stopped, and I enjoyed it. Excuse me, I gotta take a drink. I got myself a little Celsius here. Oh, there we go. Can you hear the psst? You were born with a full persuasive essay in hand. I believe it. I believe it. Celsius ASMR. Did you like that, or was it horrible to hear? Be honest. Listen, sculpture is a totally valid art form. Does not have to be drawing, you know? Made you crave one? Okay, good. Then that means that it was enjoyable. Stay tuned for more unintentional ASMR as I accidentally get Celsius splashed on my Cintiq. Okay. We're going referenceless here. This is dangerous. I put too much detail into my face. Let me do this. Oops, wrong there. Hello. There we go. I don't have people ears, but it does help adjust where the face is at. Okay. Now, let's see. Kind of like that, and then, I don't have people ears at all. I only have the two. A lot of VTubers with animal ears have 4 ears. And I made a very intentional design choice not to have any people ears. I only have 2. Sounds horrible. Oh, detaching body parts. This sounds like a RimWorld problem. Listen, if only I could smell something bad. The grass is always greener, right? Imagine detaching your nose for bad smell. That's the coward's way. Just swap your nose. Okay, that's helpful. Then let's do this. Ahaha. Okay, I like that. Nose mart. Isn't there an episode of SpongeBob like that? Where they go and buy like ears or noses or something at like a body part store? It's been a while since I've seen that particular episode. Well, yeah. What are they called? Anchor arms. Yeah. I rewatch a lot of the early SpongeBob. The first 6 seasons are available for free on Amazon Prime. So I see those a lot. Hi, Forik! Welcome! How are you? I hope things are well. I'm drawing a requested hypothetical Halloween costume if I was to dress as a tanuki. Her Catholic boyfriend didn't enjoy SpongeBob? That's rough. He wasn't a fan. That's a shame. And thank you, Forik. I don't know about a masterpiece, but we'll see. Oh, sorry. Somebody texted me. Okay. Let's see. What do tanukis wear? I mean, a tanuki can wear anything they want, I guess. Mostly I'm just seeing this hat. And then they got their bellies out, which, respect kings and queens with their bellies out. But, oh, there's a little statue of some kissing. Hold on, let me see if I can share this with you. Let me see if I can paste this. Yeah, look, they're kissing! They're in love! That's so cute. Oh, it's a Tom Nook option with the apron. Man, maybe. Let me do some research here. Japanese. Oh, a yukata. That would be cute. Let's see. Tanuki. Yukata. I mean, it doesn't have to be a tanuki yukata, but. Let's just look up plain yukata. A bear themed yukata would be cute. Oh, you're thinking about a Hoppy? Is Hoppy gender neutral, or is that one just for men? Or is Yukata the gender neutral one? Or maybe they both are, and I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. Don't know. I know kimono is for women. Let's see. Yukata. I'm looking up the difference between kimono and yukata. A hobby could be cute. I think yukata is less formal. Excuse me. Yukata are festive, often worn for parties, festivals, and events. Kimono, unlike kimono, they are not worn at formal ceremonial events. Okay. So yeah. Yukata is more casual. And then Happy versus Yukata. They wear the Happy over the Yukata or the kimono? Is the Happy just the coat? Oh, the Happy is just the coat. Okay, well then yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll do a little Happy. That would be cute. I just have to draw them all. Let's see. Okay. So we got some big sleeves. I love a big sleeve. If there's one thing you gotta know about me, I love a big sleeve. And they have like a little belt. You don't have to have the little belt, but be cute. Let's do a little belt. Do a little belt. Anything I can do to get more ribbons on me. More ribbons, more bows. Ribbon maxing. This is fun. Thanks for coming and chatting, you guys. And now, what do I wear under? Maybe I should close the Happy more. Oops, I don't want to select the whole thing. Hold on. This should have been on its own layer all along. We cut, we paste. Okay. So, something exciting. Hold on, my legs got too big and long here. Something exciting is happening next week. And that is my birthday. And I was thinking, because it is my birthday, that I would stream Planet Zoo, which is one of my favorite games. But I don't know how I'm gonna make it fun to watch. I want it to be fun to watch because it's very fun for me to play. And then, I thought it'd be funny, since it'd be my birthday, that I'd be like, you have to watch me play Planet Zoo. It's my birthday. Sorry. But yeah, it's been odd. I haven't wanted to think much about my birthday this year, admittedly. It is July 22nd, which I believe is Tuesday next week. Tuesday next week. I'll post about it when I make my schedule. But yeah. Wanted to do something fun. But like any sucker who loves a zoo simulator, I purchased all of the expansions that include bears. It's because I want to make a bear themed zoo. I thought it would be fun. I'm a little embarrassed. I'm a little embarrassed, but yeah, I think it'd be fun, and I think that's what I'm gonna do for my birthday and make everybody watch. Birthday Bear Zoo Bash, exactly. Do pandas count as bears? Yes, they do. They are bears. Red pandas, however, are not bears. Genetically speaking, they are a different genus, if I remember correctly. Hold on, now I need to look it up to make sure I'm correct. Because I know that they are not bears. I just can't remember. Yeah, they're more closely related to raccoons, weasels, and skunks. Red pandas. Look, we can have red pandas too. I have no problems with this, and red pandas are wonderful in attracting people to come visit your zoo and Planet Zoo. They have a very high popularity, so it would only be beneficial. Yes, but yeah, they are not scientifically bears, though they may be bears in your heart. What do you mean? I am not a red panda. I am not. Look, you can be a red panda if you want. You can be a raccoon if you want. I'm not. I mean, I'm literally drawing myself as a tanuki, which is also... Hold on. I gotta Google this too. Let's see. There's species of canid, actually. That's interesting. I didn't know that. It is a costume, yes. Let's see. So raccoon dogs. Bear sus. Listen. What's a new word? Bear sus? Let's see. I'm trying to find, like, if raccoon dogs... Oh yeah, canid, like canine, yes. Canidae is the name of the, like, family of animals. Which includes things like wolves, foxes, coyotes. Got a C in biology. I actually loved biology when I was in school. It was one of my favorite classes because I was obsessed with animals. I mean, still am, really. Your sus equals bear? Oh my god. That's brilliant, actually. Oh my gosh. I had to soak that one in for a second. That's really good. Yes, pun point earned. Congrats. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put that one in my back pocket. But yeah, I loved animals and biology, and I also I took marine biology even when I was in high school. I loved that too. That class is what made sharks one of my favorite animals. A lot of people, to be fair, also, I think, absorbed nothing from marine bio. I remember it being kind of a throwaway class, and like, it was not a throwaway class for me. I was a very dedicated student, and I soaked in everything I could. Yeah, we also had just a guy. He was like definitely just a dad who liked to fish. Yes, all the surfer stoners were in that class. I didn't know that you took it too. But yeah, the the teacher, he was actually the dad of one of the other people in my class. And I remember talking to her, and she was like, "Oh, you're taking my dad's class." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm so excited." And he was like, or she was like, "That's cool. Not many people are." I felt kind of bad, but I loved that class. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, rip. It was I remember that was the first time in my life. This is an odd story. That was the first time in my life where I saw a significant number of absences from our class on April the 20th. Because otherwise, like, I was in all the nerd classes in high school for sure. I took every really excessively hard class. No correlation to being absent. No, absolutely none. That's very funny that he dangled Finding Nemo, everyone. My they just all had something to do on April the 20th. Yeah, who knows? It just commonly a day that many people are very busy. But no, I remember we watched oh gosh, is it March of the Penguins? Is that the documentary? Hold on, I'm Googling a lot of things tonight. This is the documentary. Yes. Okay. So we watched March of the Penguins, naturally, right? And I remember this so vividly. He had Yeah, art and Google Stream. But my teacher had a sticky note on his desk the day that we were watching March of the Penguins, and I remember what it ended up being was there's a scene in March of the Penguins where, like, you know, the penguins are waddling along and then one of them like slips and makes like a funny honk, just like, you know, something silly, very innocuous. But my teacher had the time code for that moment written on this sticky note, and so he was prepared when it came up, because, like, you know, some people weren't fully paying attention, of course, but when that time came, he was like, guys, listen, there's a really important part coming up. It's gonna be on your test. Like, whatever, you know, goofy stuff. It was just this scene of a penguin slipping, going like, you know? And then he literally replayed it like 2 or 3 times for the class. It was, like I said, he was just a dad who liked to fish and also happened to be a teacher, and the district was like, yeah, bud, get in here. You're teaching marine bio. Did you find the clip? Is this the clip? Hold on. This is the clip. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. I've never played a YouTube video for stream. I know it's possible. Let me go to OBS. Hold on. Browser? No. Window. Please hold, please hold, please hold. Penguin falls down. Here we go. Okay, can you guys see this? Is this working? All right, welcome to marine biology. Here you go. The poor guy. Oh my god. Oh wait, hold on, no sound. Okay, wait, hold on. Like I said, I've never done this before. Let me troubleshoot. Okay. Desktop audio on. Are you getting double from me? Okay, hold on. Poor guy. Okay, hold on. Let me fix everything again. That was goofy. Okay. And hey, now I know something new. Can you guys hear the music okay now? Fam, that's an elephant. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Oh, wow. Fancy. Went all the way to the IMAX theater. Your mom fell asleep, though. That's hilarious. My mom is also a movie sleeper. Your mom got many nice naps in the IMAX theater. is cute. I'm happy. Oh yeah, that makes sense that they would show nature and space documentaries. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, my closest IMAX was also was also like associated with a museum or something like that, and showed a lot of documentaries. Animals is animals. Your parents were into edutainment? Listen, I was into edutainment. My parents were like, oh, all right, if you like it, if you're sure. I was like, I want to learn. I want to learn about space. I want to learn about animals. I want to learn about fish. Okay. This is cute. I'm satisfied with that for now. Yeah, the more you know. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna do another sketch. You want this sketch as a sticker? That'd be cute. I'll figure out how. I did want to draw myself in cute different outfits. I appreciate that. But yeah, I kept thinking about what I would want if I made, if/when, I don't know, we'll have to see if I have time, but if I made a 2.0 model, how I would dress, maybe a little differently and add a bit more detail and stuff. So I wanted to draw, I just very indulgently, I guess, I wanted to draw myself in cute outfits. More bows! Yes! Okay, I'm not kidding though. Yes, more bows. I need more bows. Ribbon maxing, I'm telling you. Let's see. Hold on. I'm losing myself here. Okay, let me start over. Now I'm an archer? Yes. All bows, no arrows, though. This pose is not making sense to my brain, but I'm gonna make it make sense. Oh, Aurora, me as an archer? Aurora Archer? That would be cool, actually. Okay, hold on. Archer poses? Pose reference. There we go. All right. Artura Bonadette. Let's see. Kind of a stretch. You know. You can't have them all. Let's see, let's see. Oh, this is a little big. Okay. Can't hit every target. Yeah. Okay. This one's kind of extreme, but we'll go for it. Especially with no arrows. Yeah, well, you know. A point of pride, actually, is that last time I went to my local Ren Fair, obviously I've been to the Ren Fair a bunch, but no, I quite enjoy going to the Ren Fair. And so last time I went to my local Ren Fair, I was like, I don't need to spend a bunch of money on stuff. I want to spend it on like the games and activities and stuff. Hold on one second. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. But anyway, I was like, I want to spend it on games and activities and stuff. And so I did archery and I got a double bullseye. I hit the bullseye first with an arrow, and then my second arrow hit the other arrow out of the same hole. And the helper at the station, like the archer who was teaching people how to do it, was like, okay. And I was like, thank you. Yeah, I was proud of myself. What RPG class would I be given the choice? That's a good question. It feels too easy to say druid, given that I am a bear. But maybe druid. Maybe cleric? I've always wild shaped. Yeah, exactly, right? In my D&D times, I've always thought about playing a cleric, but never have. Because there's always something just a little better optimized or something for what I want. Only a little on the nose? Well, listen. I'm nothing if not consistent within my own brand, okay? Also, this pose is ridiculous. A barbarian! That would be so good! That would be good. You're on the pun game today, dude. That's great. I gotta step it up. That's supposed to be my job. I'd have to let out my inner rage, though. I do kind of struggle with that. Personally. Just rage internally. Just stand there on the battlefield, quietly seething. My inner cooking frustration? Yeah, that'd be great. That would be a healthy way to work through that, actually. Paul Bunyan style with just a plaid shirt and an axe? That's wonderful, actually. Guardian of the Forest style barbarian, plaid shirt. Canadian Aurora. Yes, perfect. I speak for the trees. Now I actually have to make this myself. Maybe I ditch the archer thing and look for a barbarian pose instead. Let's put that there. Okay, hold on. Maple leaf emblem somewhere. Yeah. Barbarian pose piece. Yes. Oh, here's a cool one. Maple Leaf Emblem's my favorite Fire Emblem spinoff. Me too! Oh man, I miss Fire Emblem. I played a lot of, which one was it? Fire Emblem Awakening. I loved that. What you got? You say you got it, what you got? Pattern that's plaid. Oh, Houndstooth! Yeah! Houndstooth. Maple Leaf Houndstooth. How would that work? Because Houndstooth's kind of like this, right? If I'm not mistaken. You're the artist, not me. Yeah, well, art is hard, okay? And then it would need the same pattern. Like that. But then you get to the next row over here. I don't know. I don't know about that. Overlapping leaves would be cool though. Yes. It's all coming together. What the dog doing? Oh my gosh, y'all. This dog, he has been like stage 5 clinger. Like, this dog won't let me go to the bathroom by myself anymore. He has to come with me. He does have opinions. He has thoughts, he has opinions, and he will make sure you hear them. But yeah, my dog has been attached to me the last like 2 weeks or so, especially. It's gotten serious. There's no particular reason for it other than the fact that I'm just home right now. But yeah. We love an outspoken gentleman. He is an outspoken gentleman. He has a lot to say. You know what else we love? Is a bear with a big axe. Yeah. A big axe. It's gotta be Buster Sword sized, easily. I'm happy about this too. This is fun. I was originally planning to draw myself in like, you know, real cutesy clothes. But so far I have a Tanuki Halloween costume and now I'm a barbarian. This is fun. Maybe this is what I should be for Halloween. A barbarian. And then how funny will it be for me to be like, hi everybody! With my really big axe! How can I add more bows to this, though? Big ol' axe, tiny bear ears. It is perfect. I love this, actually. I am quite happy with this, actually. Dane axe or bearded axe? Okay, I'll do that. Because I want to be a barbarian and I gotta be cute and femme. Let's see. Dane axe. Yeah. The axe needs streamers. That's cute. Ooh, the bearded axe is cool. I like the shape of that. Okay, hold on. Like a maypole. That's cute. I like that. This is goofy. Oops. Hee maple. Maple. Yes, we're back to Canadian Aurora. All right, let's see. It all leads back to Canada. Look, I wish. I want to go back so bad. I loved it up there. Take me back anytime. Should go to Alberta. What's in Alberta for me? Tell me about Alberta. This is also the Google It stream. I could just Google it. Alberta! Oh my gosh. Yeah, you got me. Am I drawing the bear Kintaro? No, I'm drawing myself as a barbarian. Let me look up Kintaro, because it's the Look It Up stream. Kintaro bear. Are you referring to the thing from Katamari? Oh no, just kidding. I feel foolish. This is deeper than that. Interesting. Okay, hold on. When you Google it, the first thing that comes up is Katamari. But Kintaro is a hero from Japanese folklore. That's cool. Search the deep web for real information. Yeah, he does sumo with bears and holds an axe. That's cool. Oh! Yeah, that is neat. In looking this up, I've also found that the big baby in Spirited Away is based off of him too. Is based off of Kintaro. I just watched Spirited Away recently. I've always wondered about the baby too. I never really looked too far into it. But that's really cool. Thank you for teaching us that. Also, okay, I gotta know, what's up with Alberta and the rats? Please tell me. Maybe I Google it. It's a Google It stream. Okay. Alberta, Canada, rats. Oh. Apparently it's just known for not having any rats. That's very interesting. Wow. They said no plague here, no thank you. Let me Google it for you, stream. Exactly. I'm happy to facilitate our collective education. The Alberta Rat War? Hold on. Alberta Rat War. You learned that from Ratatouille? That's in Ratatouille? Maybe I haven't seen Ratatouille in long enough. Isn't Ratatouille in France, though? In the special features. Oh, interesting. Yeah, like the chef rat. Alberta has maintained a nearly 75-year-long rat war to keep the province free of Norway rats, a pest that has plagued other regions. That is fascinating. Oh, okay. Ratatouille did a learn about rats special feature. That sounds like something animators would do for sure. All this from drawing me as a barbarian. That's great. Look, I believe her. Back when DVDs were worth buying. Back when they taught you something. Edutainment. That's the part. Yeah, I'm stuck on the outfit part, right? Because there's something empowering about like big hides and like torn up leather, cool girl barbarian outfit. But yes, exactly, that's how I feel. Fur feels wrong. Feels wrong here. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm stuck. What if it was a picnic blanket? What if it was a picnic blanket instead of furs? Lean into lumberjack? No plaid shirt? Well, listen, picnic blankets can be plaid. Similar effect. But like, it can be cozy. Picnic blanket at accents. Yeah. Yeah. First, to honor my fallen comrades, would you wear human skin? Would you wear human skin into battle to honor your fallen? Skin that's not yours? Yes! See, that is different. I plead the fifth? Basket woven shoulder and arm guards. I'm a picnic barbarian. Necromancer wearing bone armor. Well, that just feels like carrying your materials with you, you know? Just being resourceful. Exactly. If you're a necromancer, you know, because otherwise, if anybody else wore bones, it'd be weird. How silly is this? Want to find a way to justify bear-themed armor? I genuinely think a bear in picnic-themed armor is a hilarious callback and perfect way to honor my guy Yogi Bear, you know? Teddy bear armor. That could be cute. Like a bear head shoulder pad. That sounds too extreme. How can I make that cutesy? Maple. Yeah, I don't know. The bear head's wearing a bow. Okay, done. Makes sense. Is there too much going on this side? Maybe we gotta move the bear head over here. Not Mama Bear! No! And then this feels wrong. This feels wrong. Oh no. I don't know about this one, gang. I'm not so sure. Sustainably sourced faux fur. Mm-hmm. If they're all teddy bears. Ooh. Okay, but on that note, you know what would actually be sick is like barefooted boots with claws. Heck yeah. I'm a big fan of that, actually. I'm happy with that. Let's go. But it's my feet. It's mine. Fierce and feminine is my brand. Thank you. I like that. Oh my gosh, wait, yes. Ribbons. Ribbons. There's a bit of an evil witch laugh there. Like Wicked Witch of the West. Let's go! I like that! Alright, if I ever do a D&D campaign, like, for stream, I'll be a barbarian. A witch costume! Again, I was intending to draw myself in, like, cutie-full outfits. But I'm enjoying taking the request. This is great. Oh, man. Now I gotta do a D&D campaign and play a barbarian. Modern Witch Goth Aurora. Okay. I think we can do that. I haven't quite finished with the barbarian yet either, but I'm a little stuck on the armor. I don't know. Maybe we go a little risque. Birthday streamers, picnic baskets, blankets, and bones. Yeah, I like picnic basket armor as well. I think that's pretty cool. I like that idea. Human bone armor. Yeah, it's different. It's different for me because I'm a bear. Just forest things. Just little bear things. Man, I've barely had any of this here energy drink, and I'm like sustainably sourced, always in my woods. Yes. This is cute. And it's like picnic. Looks a bit like a kilt without the finer details. That's okay though. Campers are a renewable source. Oh no. Guys, I'm a nice bear. I'm a friendly bear. I'm just a teddy bear. A fire blanket as an homage to our boy Smokey. That'd be fun. Okay. Actually, I don't want to make that one smaller. I don't want it to... We're going to let that one breathe. Okay. Modern witch goth. Let's see. You guys and your stickers. I'll have to see what I can do, okay? I would love genuinely to do a D&D stream if I could find people to play with. That would be so much fun. I like stickers too. Who doesn't? Okay. Let's see. Modern goth witch vibe. You would play? Yeah, that makes sense. I'll make you a VTuber. What do you want to be? A raccoon? Do you want to be a squirrel? Do you want to be a bunny? Do you want to be... I guess you don't have to be a forest creature if you don't want to. You could be whatever you want. A wolf! That's cool! He's a woods boy. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I think wolf would be sick. That would be cool. I dig that. He's just the woods. I kind of backfired on you there, huh? Yes, you are a fancy cat man. Just trees talking behind you. Could be an ent? Okay, that's actually sick. An ent VTuber. Look, if you want to be an ent, hit me up. We'll start doing some designs. Wait. No animation required. No! All the animation. I feel like that would be really cool. Like a cool puzzle to figure out how to make a talking tree. Just a pee and doober, that's a tree. That's cute, actually. That's me in another life for sure. Your maiden name means somewhere who lives near pine trees. Dryad and an ant! That would be so cute! Ooh. So it would be like a wolf in a Trent costume? The kid in a play that plays a tree. That would be funny. Just like a cardboard 2D tree costume. Would that be culturally appropriative for your dryad wife though? just trying to assimilate. Okay, hold on. I'm stalling. Cultural appreciation, not appropriation. Well said. Gothorora is good enough. Doesn't necessarily have to be a witch. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Crystals instead of bows. Oh, see, I was thinking like moon and stars, but I guess that's more witchy than goth. Cute. I like that idea. That's along the lines of what I was thinking. Yeah. Lots of opportunities for ribbons and balls. That's so true. Real question is hair. Lace parasol. Is this like too cute? Is this like too cutesy? No, goths can be cutesy too if they want to be. Just grow out my middle part, cover up my other eye. Okay, hold on. Dark hair, red underneath. Cute! I like that. This is fun. Okay, hold up. Tons of future outfit ideas. Yeah, for sure. Listen, if you have an idea, drawing is a skill, not a talent. We can work with this. What if Gothorora has snake bites? Quick, think of the most goth thing you can think of. Unconventional piercing. Hey, yeah, sure. If you want to commission me, hit me up. Eyebrow piercing. Menacing eyes. Hold on. I can do this. Menacing. Okay. Was that menacing enough for you? Okay. Oh, you're right. Darker makeup, perhaps. And then a bar in one ear? How would that work on a bare ear? Maybe just something like that. A chain that connects it to a smaller hoop. Yeah, I'm goth. Look at me, I'm goth. We'll do shorter hair. Zippers. Are you a zippers goth or are you a belts goth? Ribbon goth. Fair enough. Okay. I like the parasol idea too. Maybe it's because we just had the big axe and I want to be holding a prop. But I think it works. This is cute. Comically sized parasol. Appropriately sized parasol. It has to protect me from the sun. My precious pale skin. Something like that. A literal parasol. Yeah. 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 Itty bitty tiny little parasol? No. Big parasol. Small hat. What kind of small hat? What's a goth hat? Other than like a witch hat. Oh my gosh. Tiny side set top hat. This feels it feels like a My Chemical Romance early aughts goth. Like I bought this at Hot Topic when I convinced my mom to take me at the mall. Hot Topic Aurora, no! Looks like I escaped from the carnival. Yeah, it really does. Hot Topic goth is just escaped from the circus. Circus Aurora would be cute. What would I do in the circus, though? Because, like... Circus Bear's too obvious. You know? Laces tied at random places. Oh, you just, like... Oh, I'm wearing a little ribbon bracelet. Like, is that what you mean? And it's frilly. For the corset. I feel like my lack of experience in goth fashion is showing. If there's one thing I know the goth girlies love, it's a bat sleeve. A bat sleeve. Maybe like a tiered skirt. And a big chunky shoe. Chunky platform. Hold on. How do shoes go? How do shoes is? How do shoe? How do you shoe? A shoe? I'm doing great. How about you? Yeah, this is very goth. Like really flare it out. I'll give her a big train. I don't know that I'm feeling the tiny top hat. We do need something up top. We also need more jewelry, I think. More ribbons. Little choker or something. Goths love chokers. A bit noble lady. Yeah, I agree. It's a bit Ren Fair. Oh yeah, could do a big slit. That's a good point. Okay. Let's see. Probably something like that. It's a high slit. Don't tell my mama bear. Goth has definitely been the hardest one. No, you gotta have a high slit. Like, if we are paying homage to the great Elvira, you know? Maybe it's like a ruffly. What if it's ruffly? Hmm. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, hold on. I've been sent some things. Let's see. This is quite cute. Oops, wrong layer. Boop. Tiered skirt in a different way. A bit more gothic Lolita. Oh, this is cute. Okay, hold on. I'll change up the legs, I think. Some cute bows on the side. Yeah. Fun hack for drawing ruffles. Just go nuts. Just go nuts, fam. And then look, you got ruffles. Easy. Easy. There is a ruffle brush, actually. Where is that? Yeah, it's right here. Whee! Cute. One of the many benefits of Clip Studio Paint. There's a lace brush too. And these are default. Like, people make even nicer ones. Oh, wait. That would be cool if I was going for more of like... Yeah, right? It seems good for this outfit. So basically... what this is, when you look at like any regular brush, excuse me, basically like you can see the shape of it outlined here, right? So if I just stamp it, it just makes this one stamp. And so with a pattern brush, it just makes also this one stamp, kind of. Right? Like, I can't just click and make it. It kind of breaks it a little bit. And if I go real slow, it also breaks it. But if you make it as a stroke... I'm not explaining this super well. I'm sorry. But yeah. You can tell the computer to make things happen for you in a pattern. Okay. Again, still didn't explain that very well, but that's very generous of you. Thank you. Okay. Now let's see here. If I did a little one of these, a cutie little little foot lift. I hadn't seen that before. It caught you off guard. Yeah. Digital art has a lot of really wonderful little tricks like that. Also, my legs are still too long. Oops, I don't want that. I want this. Yeah, that seems right to me. Okay. We're a cutie little heel. That's rough for me. A little heel, or maybe little booties. Maybe little booties instead. And like cute little socks with ribbons, of course. Mm-hmm. Okay. There. This is cute. This is not something I would be brave enough to wear. IRL for sure. That's fair. I can dress however I like. Maybe not the snake bites. Razor too big. I do actually really like the short hair though. It's really cute. Oh, thank you. That is very kind of you to say. I practiced a lot for many years. Well, I'm happy you're enjoying it. I'm happy it's fun to watch. Oh shoot, what do umbrellas look like? Hold on. Like that, and then... yeah. You could, because once again, it's a skill, not a talent. Could be rounded, but with lace. I like that. That sounds cuter. Let me undo everything I just did. Okay. Yeah, I agree. The pointy is giving rain umbrella rather than protect me from the sun umbrella. Parasol. Why am I doing it like that? Hold on. We have technology. Let's use it. Merch, and then just kind of do this for the whole thing, really. Yeah! This is cute. That's kind of crazy. I've never attempted a goth look before. I think I was definitely... I was gonna say a wannabe, but... when I was a kid. But I don't think I ever would have had the confidence to go all the way for it. Yes! The other wrist needs a lacy thing too. Oh, hold on. That looks like a Burger King crown. Instead of lace. Singular glove! Oh, but what if it's like a fingerless glove? No, it's okay. You're not being too pushy. If I didn't like it, I'd say no. Yeah, fingerless glove. I did have fingerless gloves when I was a kid. When I did convince my mom to bring me to Hot Topic once. I remember I had the fingerless gloves and a little like because I was little, I wasn't allowed to have my hair. I shouldn't say like little, but I was like, let's say middle school. But I had like a singular hair clip kind of thing that just had like straight bright red wig hair that you could clip in and be like, got highlight, dyed my hair. It is a rite of passage. It is. It felt special to me. I was an alt. About as alt as I could get, you know? Oh, the hair feathers? Yes. Very big on Tumblr in the aughts. The hair feathers. Oh yeah, shells. What were those? What were they called? It wasn't puka shell, was it? Or is it puka shell? I'm not confident, which is why not confident in my answer. Were you a puka shells guy? Yeah, right? I was only emo on the inside. Could it be emo on the outside? What if this had stripes? Is that too circusy? Or is that about right? Wait, yes? Wait, yes, stripes? Pinstripes. Yeah. Wow. Look at what we've made here. It was puka shells. Okay, good. Like I said, I was doubting myself. Nothing says goth like repurposed business wear. Wow, this is adorable. This has been the hardest one by far. Barbarian was a pretty good challenge too. But yeah, this is great. This is wonderful. Thank you everybody for being here for my goth awakening. All right, stickers for everybody. As soon as I figure out how. Yeah, the hair would be cute. I would be so down to make a short hair toggle for myself. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? I had a little goth outfit for October. Yeah, hair over the eye too. It'll help with my it'll help hide my eye tracking problems. Wow, this is precious, actually. Okay, so we've got goth. We've got barbarian. We've got one that I never finished. We've got tanuki. And then we have the figure drawings. So yeah, cute. Tanuki, leg. Yeah, tanuki, barbarian, goth. Goth. What color on the corset? Great question. I feel like it's... Would red be too much? Because, like, red's my color, you know? Yeah, maybe like a burgundy. That would be nice. Deep red. Yes, yes. I like that. I was also thinking, like, maybe like a more purpley black with, like, a red stripe. So, like... Oh, hold up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Let me cook. Let me cook. Maybe? Maybe? Said I can't cook! You got me there. You got me there. Got him indeed. Crispy pulled pork tacos. Let's go. Look at me, I'm goth. Oh, you know what? I gotta have... Yes! The red tips. I genuinely wanted that so bad when I was in middle school. Now I'm just having too much fun. I'm just gonna color over that again. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yeah, this is very cute. Wow, this is magical. Whew. Okay. Well, I think I've peaked here, folks. This has been very fun. Yes! Vampire Aurora. That'd be great. That'd be a fun Halloween costume, too. Little fangs! I do have little fangs, see? White lace for the lines of the dress. Even bigger fangs, yeah. Yeah. Friends, is it goth to like pink? Is it goth to like pink? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, go against the establishment. Yeah. And then we can do a pink parasol too. Cute. Exactly. Pink is just light red. Well, hold on. Let me try that again. Pink is just light red. So I think it's fine. I make the rules and I say I can be a pink goth. That's a good question. Because I feel like if I was a real goth, I'd have black hair. But I have brown hair. So like, maybe a dark brown. What's your question, my friend? There, that's a little easier to see, I think. How easy is it to give a glossy material look? Depends on the person. But what did you have in mind? I could try it out. Because when something's glossy, it just means it's highly reflective. So like, hold on, let me, you know. Like if something's glossy, maybe this isn't the right brush for it because it's texture-y. But, oh, of course it's tend to have a shine. This is true. Satiny. Yeah, yeah. We could do a satiny. That's not too tricky. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I wasn't planning on thinking about lighting for this. Yeah, we could make it happen. We could make it happen. Well, that's a little too pinky. That's a little better. Maybe. That's true. Parasol is supposed to keep the light away. Also, you don't have to be sorry. There's nothing to be sorry about. Let's see. Do a nice purple shadow. Kind of like so. Yes, I can soften the line art a little. Maybe even a little more than that. Am I on the right layer? Yes. Okay, just making sure. Thank you, Rima! I have a goth outfit now. Wow, this is way cuter than I thought it would be. You know, this was great, because I struggle with fashion design and clothing design when it comes to drawing characters. Yeah, you spelled it right. Good job. Thank you. I wonder if I should make... Where is this? Right here. Okay. What if I made this lace this color? Maybe? No. Okay. Yeah, I do too. It was fun. It was fun. I wasn't expecting to get requests to draw. But I'm very happy. This was fun. Okay, let me put these all in a folder. Name it Goth. Cute. Well, gosh. This has been very fun, everybody. Thank you for chatting and offering your suggestions and everything. I really appreciate it. Whew. But I am quite tired. And I think I might need to call it a night soon here. Ah, yes. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, we are going to do a raid. Thank you, Rima. I'm excited to show you your art too. I'm almost done with it. Okay. I'm trying to remember my streamer etiquette here. Does anybody have... Yeah, I'm excited about your art too. I really like it. It's cute. Does anybody have any suggestions of people you know you want to raid? If not, I'll find somebody. There's a lot of people drawing right now. Let's see. Raid what? So, as I end my stream, we can do something called a raid, which is where I send all of us to somebody else's stream, and it gives them a bump in viewers and maybe chatters if you want to hang out at their stream. It's a nice thing to do. Especially when people are yeah. Your friend Benji? Let's do it. What's his username? That sounds perfect. Cause like I can just scroll forever in all the other people who are streaming, but I'm happy to support somebody. Yeah. Okay, he's playing. Oh, he's playing The Last of Us. Let's go. Yeah, it's hard. I was following a bunch of people recently with the idea that I was like, okay, if I ever see these people live, these would be good people to raid. But nobody's ever live at the end of my live streams. I mean, none of those people, I should say. I'm sure, I mean, there's obviously a lot of people live. Anyway, your friend Benji's playing The Last of Us. I think that's great. I love The Last of Us. Okay, let's raid him. Okay. Here we go, here we go. Thank you guys so much for coming and chatting and hanging out and giving me requests, and this was fun. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye. I love you. Bye.